Hello everyone, today we are going to learn variables are passed by value or passed by reference in the Python. I have a variable called list, and suppose I want to modify this list into a function. I want to call a function and I want to pass this list into a function, and name of the function is change, and I'm passing this list outer list, and so I can print the list also, and so I can write the function definition change. Here the list will have the outer list, and I can print the list also what list I got. Suppose I want to append 4 in this list, so 4 will be appended into the list. And suppose after appending the value, after changing the value, I am printing the value. After calling this change function, I want to print the list. Okay, so basically what I'm doing, I have this outer list. Okay, I'm printing this outer list before calling the change function. Then I'm calling the change function. In this change function, I'm passing this outer list, and so outer list will be accepted in this parameter. I'm printing the list, then I'm appending the 4 value in the list, and after appending, I'm printing the list. So we know lists are mutable objects, like we can change the list. Okay, let's execute this program and see the execution line by line. So initially change function is defined into the global frame. Then we have outer list. Outer list is also defined in the global frame. Then we are executing line number 12 printing. So this will be printed. Outer list will be printed into the output screen. See. Then we are calling the change function. So this in the change function, the list will have the outer list. See, the list will have reference to the outer list. This is our outer list, which is defined in the global frame. The list is defined into the change function. So this the list variable will be destroyed when the execution of change function is closed. Okay. Once the execution of change function is completed, the list variable will be destroyed, because the list variable is a local variable to the change function. Okay, the list variable has a reference to the outer list only. See here, both the outer list and the list is pointing to the same object 1 2 3. So this object is created into the memory. Okay, at line number 5 we are printing the list got. So we got this list 1 2 3. Okay, and we are appending 4 element into the list, line number 6. So 4 is appended into the list. Okay, in this memory location 4 is appended. So outer list also changed, because outer list was also pointing to this memory location only. Okay, here only. And the list appended the fourth element. So it is the change happened at the memory level. So outer list is still pointing to this list only. Okay. And line number 7 we are printing after appending the list. So it will print 1 2 3 4. Then execution, it will return nothing, because we are returning nothing from this function, change function. So this change function will return nothing. And execution of change function is completed. Line number 13 is completed. Now we will execute line number 14. We are printing after outer list, and we are printing outer list. So change function is gone, because execution of change function is completed, so it's been gone. Now we have the outer list in the global frame, and we are printing the outer list. So outer list will print 1 2 3 4. So we can see in this example the list has changed. Earlier my list was 1 2 3. Now list has become 1 2 3 4, because list are mutable objects. We have passed the list and we have appended the value as a 4. So in the memory location, in the same memory location, in the same object, 4 will be appended, because this list object is a mutable object. Okay, so here we are passing the outer list as a reference. So this list will have the same reference. Okay, and 4 is appended at the same memory location, because same memory location 1 to 3 3 object will be changed, because list are mutables. We can change the list. So 4 will be appended in the outer list only. Okay, and outer list and the list is pointing to the same reference. They have the same reference to the 1 to 3 object. So outer list will be changed. Okay, suppose now if we do this with the list equal to, instead of appending, if we change the list to 1 2 3 4. Now let's execute this program line by line. So change is defined into the global frame, outer list is defined into the global frame. So at line number 10, memory allocation is happened. We have allocated memory for this object 1 2 3 list object, and we are printing before outer list 1 2 3. Then we are calling the change function. So the list will have the same reference, okay, because the list is a local variable and it is pointing to the same reference of in the memory location, okay. So the list is an object and we are pointing the list to the same object in the memory location. Then we are printing code. The list will print the same values, and we are what now we are doing in the memory location, we are creating a new list 1 2 3 4, okay. Even though list is mutable, but here we are assigning to the new object. The list is assigned with the new object 1 2 3 4. So 1 2 3 4 will be created into the memory, and the list will point to the new object 1 2 3 4. See, this 1 2 3 4 object is created into the memory, and the list is pointing to the 1 2 3 4. Our outer list is still pointing to the 1 2 3 only, okay. And we are printing after appending the list. So after appending 1 2 3 4 will be printed, and in execution of this function is completed, and we are returning none value from this function. And at line number 14, so execution of that change function is completed. So local variables of change function is destroyed. We don't have access to local variables now, they have been destroyed. So at line number 14, what we are doing, we are printing the list. Outer list will print 1 2 3 only, because we don't have 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4 local variables are destroyed, okay. So it will print 1 2 3. So we have seen the difference. Earlier we passed the list, we passed the outer list, and we were appending four value into the list. So with the appending operation, outer list was changing because we were changing the object at the same memory location only. But now we were assigning the new object to the list. So we are assigning new object to the my list local variable. So outer list global variable will not have any change due to that, okay. So this assignment to the local variable will not have any effect on the outer global variable list, okay. So it is still pointing to the 1 2 3 only. Okay, so how to change the value? Suppose we wanted to assign the new list like 8 9. Suppose we wanted to assign our list to the new list. Okay, so we wanted to assign our list to this new list, and we wanted to have our outer list is also as a 5 7 8 9. So how we can achieve that? So our list was 1 to 3. Then we pass list to the change vary function, and we have assigned the new list of 5 7 8 9. So after the change, 5 7 8 9 will be printed. Okay. And in outer list also we want to have 5 7 8 9. So what we can do after change, we can write, and what we can do, we can return this list, the list. We can return this list, and we can reassign outer list with the new values. Okay, so let's run this program and see the output. So change variable will be defined into the global scope. Then so outer list will be created into the memory 1 2 3. Then before calling, outer list will be printed 1 2 3, and we are calling the change function, okay. So change function will be called, and we are passing outer list, so the list will have 1 2 3. So we have got 1 2 3 into the list. Now we are creating a new object 5 7 8 9. New object will be created into the memory, and we are assigning this object to the list variable. The list is a local variable, and this local variable will be destroyed when the execution of change function is completed. So the 5 7 8 9, the list local variable is created, and local variable is referencing to this newer object 5 7 8 9. and we are printing the newer value after change 5789, and we are returning this new list object. So 5789 will be returned. We are returning 5789. We are returning 5789, and we are assigning outer list as a returned value. So outer list will have 5789 only, because we have assigned returned value with the outer variable. So outer variable will have 5789. 5789 is pointed by to the outer variable. So at line number 15 we are printing outer list. So outer list will print 5789 only. So this is how we can change the values in the variables in the list, and we can have that change that affect into the outer list also by returning the value. Okay.